Today, I want to share a story that touched my heart. A story of quiet struggle, unexpected kindness, and the incredible power it holds to transform a life. In a city that never really slowed down, where people passed each other without a glance and everyone was lost in their own struggles, lived a man named Arjun. Just a few years ago, Arjun had what most would call a normal life. He worked as a junior accountant, lived in a small rented flat, and dreamed of opening a bookstore one day. But life, as it often does, took an unexpected turn. When the company he worked for shut down, Arjun lost not only his job but also his sense of purpose. Month after month, he struggled to find work. Eventually, he couldn't afford rent, and soon his home was gone. With no family to fall back on and friends slowly drifting away, Arjun ended up on the streets of Mumbai, blending into the background like thousands of others forgotten by the world. Days were hard, nights were harder, hunger gnawed at him constantly. But worse than the physical pain was the emptiness, the feeling that he no longer mattered. People passed by him like he was invisible. He began to believe that he truly was. One evening, as heavy rain poured down, Arjun sat curled under a broken bus stop, shivering, soaked to the bone. He hadn't eaten in 2 days. Just then, a woman walked by holding an umbrella. She noticed him, paused, and without saying a word, walked into a nearby shop. Arjun didn't think much of it. People sometimes stopped, but mostly out of pity or discomfort. A few minutes later, the woman returned. She handed him a bag with a warm meal, a clean pair of socks, and a small umbrella. Then she looked into his eyes and simply said, "You matter. Don't forget that." Arjun was stunned. He didn't know what to say. For a moment, he wanted to reject the help, convinced he didn't deserve it. But something about her voice, her eyes, full of quiet compassion, made him accept it. That night, Arjun ate slowly, savoring every bite, not just of the food, but of the feeling that someone had cared enough to see him. The next morning, holding the small umbrella she gave him, Arjun walked to a local community center the woman had mentioned. It turned out they helped people get back on their feet. He was nervous, but her words echoed in his mind. "You matter." With time, Arjun began to rebuild his life. He got a part-time job at a small bookstore, then a room to rent. Eventually, he became a full-time staff member and started running small literacy sessions for underprivileged kids in the evenings. He grew more confident, more alive. But something had shifted in Arjun. That one act of kindness had planted a seed. He now looked for ways to pay it forward. Every week, he visited the same bus stop where he once sat. He brought warm meals for those in need. He listened to their stories. He reminded them, "You matter." Arjun's life wasn't just restored, it was transformed. He no longer dreamed of opening a bookstore just for himself. He dreamed of opening a reading center for street children, a safe place where stories could inspire hope, just as kindness once inspired him. Today, Arjun is known in his community not for what he lost, but for how he lifts others. All because a stranger decided to stop, to care, to offer kindness without expecting anything in return. Kindness didn't just change Arjun's life, it became the reason he is changing others. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.